All right, welcome everyone. Monday, April 8th, Eclipse Day, right? So,
Everybody ready at 2? It's 2 to 4, right? Something like
yeah.
that.
Supposed to be like 80% plus for us, at least on the East, where the team is spread out. So for me, Brenda and Nick, it'll be, I think, around 3:20.
Right. I think
so
Tim and Caleb get the best view, no?
for
We
sure.
get 99%.
Yeah.
All right, take some pictures.
I didn't buy the glasses though, so I'm just gonna partially blind myself.
Right.
That's a conspiracy.
You can type without looking at the keyboard, right?
Right. Yeah. I wonder how many attacks are going to happen in crypto centered around totality.
Shall see. But cool. Anyway, yeah, another exciting week for Tellor. So, we're kind of heads down doing layer development, working on a bunch of new stuff. A new user came up, Threshold. We're making sure everything's up and running with them. We launched on Kyoto and Kyoto testnet last week. They're super cool. So we'll probably be doing some more material. I think Mike might have some stuff on that, which is super exciting. And yeah, fun stuff. First thing, wanted to ask you, another user, Diva, they'll be editing some, what is it, dataSpec definitions. Tim, do you know what we're supposed to do with them? I think we're just updating some dataSpec definitions, right?
Yeah, and I think like handling when they change their when the data source changes sometimes. So I guess we just need to handle those cases.
But it's an interesting thing because, so we would probably have this issue a little bit with like government data. So what happens is governments put out data and they'll say the weather was 84 degrees here, or like the BLS will say this is the unemployment rate, but then next month they continue collecting data and then they revise the previous historical month. But in this case, it happens even faster, like on a day-to-day basis. So if you request a specific day, when you report it actually matters because they will go back and revise it. So for disputes, you have to basically, we're just gonna, if you're reporting on the specific value, you basically have to make sure you're checking right whenever it happens, because if you check later, it could potentially change, and it was a correct value at one point. So yeah, it's a fun one, but if you have no idea what we're talking about, don't worry about it. Anyway, Tim, how's other things going?
Good. So yeah, we've got a bridge for Tellor layer that does basically most of the things that we want it to do, bridging all Tellor layer data across to any EVM chain, and then it has the ability to request new signatures for old data for using it optimistically. And so I was having I'm doing some hard hat testing on the EVM side, so it automatically goes and gets all the data and the signatures from layer and inputs it into the bridge contract. So I need to do a transaction for one of these tests, and that's kind of failing. But there's a Cosm.js library that I see that might be worth trying, because my first attempt was just having JavaScript interact with the CLI, and it wasn't liking that. So yeah, I'll see if I can get this Cosm.js library to initiate transactions. It's basically just to do the optimistic bridging thing.
Cool.
Yeah. And then moving on to the token bridge very soon here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Dan, how's things?
Good. Making some upgrades to the price monitor to see how accurate our prices are, which they are very accurate. And I'll clean up the checklist as well.
Yeah, and then looking to see if you can add some liquidity metrics on any of the DEX ones that we have, and also the lag, if you want to look into that piece. I think that's
Yeah, definitely.
And then did you run the percent or whatever package it is to see how much testing we've done up to date?
Yeah, it doesn't show the whole entire code base as 1%. It just goes per
Module
folder.
or per folder?
Mhm.
Okay. How good are we doing? No.
Um,
Let's
it's
table
still
that.
early, but I mean, we got time to pump up some numbers, but it'll work.
Okay, we'll discuss it at one.
Yeah. Caleb.
I'm just gonna continue working on adding those new chains and Intelliate feeds. So far it's just Scale and Kyoto, and then continue working on getting Layer running in a Docker environment so that we can spin it up locally to test against, and then also getting it running in AWS.
Nice. Let's go. Ryan, let's think.
Good, good. Gonna dive back into the Block Explorer. As Caleb mentioned, he's gonna start getting Layer back or up and running on locals and AWSs. So just want to fire back up the Block Explorer, get my hands dirty on that again, and then still working on the robust query for the data feed, as well as doing some more YouTube shorts. On Friday, I put out a This Week in Tellor called Tellor Data Points YouTube short. So I'll be doing that on a weekly basis, and then just kind of finding more YouTube shorts to sprinkle in between.
Nice. Cool. Mike, can you need anything?
Yeah, I need one thing. But overall, lots to talk about this week, obviously with the Kyoto stuff. And with the recent deployments to the other networks or whatever, there's some stuff that we're getting in the works. Some AMAs coming up. I have some questions I want to send over you to just for Polygon, to just add any that you might see before I send that out to them and schedule that space. And I know Kyoto wants to do one with us as well, so I'll get you guys all teed up for that. And also just wanted to double check one last time that the GYD USD feed, that's all good to go to with Intelliate. We're actively okay. Cool. I know we checked in on Friday about it, but I planned on posting it today, and just want to make sure that that's all good. So I'll get that announced as well. Yeah, so Nick, I'll shoot you a document that you can take a look at for me.
Mike, for Kyoto's only testnet, so that could be a good one to do a fun tweet or something, or a fun report.
Oh,
They're
that's
not-
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
They're not
Okay,
ready
so
for
we can
mainnet
revisit
yet,
that.
so, yeah.
All right, cool. I guess I'll talk to Caleb about that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And it's like, yes, absolutely. It's gonna be a string query.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, well, other things got a deep dive with Intuition. They're doing, don't know if you guys met some of them out at Denver. They were cool. But it's similar to like attestations, but I actually don't know too much about it, which I'm gonna be doing a lot of today. They do like enabling trust in decentralization. So it should be a cool one. If you think of any questions, let me know, guys. So yeah, any questions, or I think we're
No questions.
questions. All right. Well, thanks everyone. Talk to you guys soon.